Alright. Hello and welcome y'all. I'm Uncle here to show you more. What's outside Devlog number 2? No, not number 2. 22 maybe? I don't know. I don't know why I said that for. Oh, Devlog for one coffee at a time. Yeah, I'll get this someday. Yeah. Hmm. This one here, is this the one that compares item to item? So we got two so this is for the mixing. So it uses the variables on the mixing or stovetop. I was trying to do that. I was trying to make a mix between the systems for the assembly table, and that ended up being a full-on mess. I was thinking I need to go away from that and then come back to probably figure it out. Oh yeah, we also got this too. I might also have to make that longer as well. I didn't realize I put that in. I thought I didn't put that in. So yeah, we might have to. I might actually clone all that, and then yeah, I'll have to probably clone all that. So then, if we do just have something that's chocolate dough, we don't have to rewrite it. Something that says chocolate dough again. That's why this is the machine top. So point of the machine top is so then they access variables like this where they can use either the variables on the machine or in this case the variables on the item. So that's useful for the oven. So whenever you put something in the oven, it uses the variables of the item you have in hand rather than the stuff inside of it, like the mixing bowl. Like you have ingredients in the mixing bowl and then it uses a list to compare what's on the mixing bowl's variables and to to the item that's trying to seek in within Wiley's when it comes down to. I think I have to eventually I'm gonna have to stop on how much is added. What the hillbillies? I must have tapped on that. Oops. Nope, okay. See, this is so buggered. It's oh boy. I spent all day yesterday. I'm like, why is this not working? Yeah, I might do the last two cakes and maybe the croissant. I don't know. I feel like that's the last two things, and I gotta figure out the timer. I don't like how time's going again. I don't. I mean, and this one's kind of what do I do for the daytime? Oh, must have done a little striggle out. There was some a bunch of things I'm happy with. I was actually just thinking I probably should do the numbers. I don't think that would be that hard. I'd like to do the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I guess it probably wouldn't hurt, especially for one like this, since it's very slow pace. It's not meant to be a super fast pace. I mean, it's meant to be medium pace. It's not meant to be gotta get things done and now. At the moment, I'm not adding in patience. It's do it on your own pace. Most of the time, people will be patient with you. Anyway. Oh, there we go. See, we can put the cake on there. Yeah, we made it more bugger than the last thing. I'm just tempted to doomsday that, but I don't want that code that I worked on yesterday somewhere. So I'm trying to make it so then you can still make things on the assembly table and also still have blend wires with a timer. And then yesterday I spent time like summarizing those functions, so then it's like easy to flip them around instead of putting so much more work into flipping them around. Let's make a biscuit base. Let's go back to the homelands. Oh no, very easy is like the first ones. Like ones that I want caught up in the normal recipes, but also like just in case you forgot about them. Or first time playing the game, like you want them to be easy access. I still haven't got that properly. This is kind of annoying. I don't know why it doesn't do it properly. I don't know. There we go. Then we shove this in here. I believe that still works. I haven't tried that for a long time. Boom. No. Chopping board. I don't think I've done too much to it. There we go. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Why did it do that? Based. I think that might have been a problem from the start. No, that's fine. Don't know why it's been a little bugger. Huh? See, and also, someone used like the USB, like you gotta have the USB connector too for the oven as well. So you use the USB list to figure out and then use the variables of the item for the oven. So the machine, I guess it could still done item. Not really, actually. I don't know why it doesn't like. Why does he not want to pick it up, dude? Kind of annoying little bugger. Did it do that? I have no idea. It is on me. Oh, it's so frustrating. Like, it works for everything else, but no, there has to be one unique bugger, you know? I guess fair. That's how it sometimes feels like with some of this code. It's like, it works everywhere else, so why does it not work with you? Excuse me, buddy. Not yet, but I'm not checking on there. Yeah, then I moved on to like in the cutting board, like until a reasonable point. I was thinking with the croissant, you could just have it wrapped in there. I might put the croissant in later. I might just finish off with the cakes. And the cake stand. Well, that's something I want to put in, but why? Why did you not pick it up, buddy? Excuse me, but it is there. Like, excuse me, buddy. Okay, F you then. If you want to be like that, be like that then. It always seems to, Google Wheat tends to work. I don't know why. It has to be special. Oh no, it's over here. Like, why does it not want to work? Okay, why does that one not want to work specifically? Oh, I was confused. I'm like, excuse me, buddy, but you should be working. It doesn't want to work. It's like, no. Guess we got next Chewy, and let's put the spell. Another spell that. Oh, sugar, get out of my hands. Using my key. Oh yeah, still got only half my insect cookies still working too. If you want to know what's going on with them. Okay, why is that all bugged? You little bugger. That was trying to be a ball. Don't know why it's been like that for a little. That makes me angry. Like, why does it do that? I don't know. I'm not in the mood to be like too positive about it. I'm angry. Although at least I'm happy my little finger lime is getting his new growth on with his leaves. He's living inside life, man. I don't know if you ever like go berries inside, but hey, I thought it wouldn't hurt since, you know, they're basically young, so yeah, whatever the output is, the output's that. Yeah, eventually you want to get at least a balcony area if they don't grow in their food inside with the finger limes. But they're like being going, no, they're starting to go a bit better inside. Like, there's a learning curve for me, and then I think they're stressed out to becoming indoor boys. It's like an indoor plant shop. I gotta go hanging about. That's walking distance pretty much. It's like pretty close to like the main shops I go to, so the bushmint hasn't really recovered that much either, which is a bit sad. Like the finger limes are doing a better job. I do have to go get some clippers for the larger finger limes because there is some branches that I might probably want to get rid of. Or at least one bench I want to get rid of. And then I'm gonna repot them more if you want to know what's going on my little planties. Anyways, I gotta like pot them back up to level, like, you know, like gotta put more dirt back in the pot. I do have dirt from the communal table. The communal dirt now. That's what it's gonna be. Because I'm gonna use a bit of that and bring it back. Because someone bought it and they're like, oh, I might as well bring it down here, which I guess is pretty helpful for me. I just gotta go and get pots from somewhere. I was looking at that community garden. I was looking to join and look. I haven't like fully joined yet. They also got bushmeat there. Like I'm like, I know what that thing looks like. I've seen the weed, like the bushmeat weed down there. Because bushmeat, depending on your definition, could be a weed because it's a mint, you know. Some of the mint, I kind of like the taste of it more than, especially in tea, more than like your normal milk, at least normal milk, normal mint that I will put in the garden, or typically see more in the garden. Like, it was really cool. I wish I like grabbed some. Like, I think I would have had in my bag. It might have been a container in there for it, but there might have not been. I have to check before I go back if there's a container to grab some bushmint, you know. Because to have some nice tea with bushmint, like the bushmint mix with the black. Like, that's always really nice. We're getting distracted. That's the reason why I added in the bushmint. Yeah. I was like, oh, I've seen pots there. Like, that's what led to that conversation. And I was like thinking, oh, can I take one of these pots? I'm tempted to take one of these pots. That's my thinking of it was. I was reckon that with Bushmint, he tends to be a much more wider dude. He likes more like land, like in the way of width rather than depth. You know how like when you upgrade your pots, you go up to a bigger pot. You're also upgrading both width and depth. But I feel like with the Bushman, he really likes to be more. Feels like more like he's like more of a wider dude. Like he doesn't want to go too much depth, but like width is really cool. I think goes like it's technically a bit of a climbing dude, but I mean they don't go that tall. I'm trying to go a small one. But I think because I'm complimenting the light for the finger limes, he might be getting too much light. It's a pretty good achievement that the finger limes are like growing, or at least the tall one's growing inside. Like he had a hard time, and I was worried about him. I've just like kept an eye on them for like another month. Because I've been in this place for a month now. Over a month now. It's insane. At least the oven was like nice and simple. Oh, yeah, so I'm actually going to show you guys some coat. At the store for my plants. Yeah, ended up with these like because my thing limes are small. I'm not really that fast if you know they're pollen, especially the small one. Like he might not get to Dingo. He might not get to fruit going age. What the hell happened here? Age until like another year, at least. Oh no, at the earliest probably. I'm at there we go, wrong way round. Yeah, the earliest he probably wouldn't go finger limes or meant to go finger limes till like a year or something like that. This year, where if I'm extremely lucky, because last year, unless his season's different from the other one, he did not. Like they're both meant to be wed limes as well. Wed finger limes. I don't know how I ended up both wed finger limes, but I did. What the hell's going on here? I don't know. It doesn't like it. It's like no. How dare you wanna play the game? Okay, what the hell? It doesn't like me. I didn't even do anything. What? I didn't even touch any code, and it's just like nope. Man, it must not like plant talk. Like yeah, I'm gonna keep. I like the idea of keeping these plants inside. You know, I feel like touch wood. Like I think it's easy. I think it is easy to go plants aside than at least when I first bought. Or it is easy to go plants aside because I might have to give them. I might have to give them a little water. Yeah, give them a little light water. I mean, actually, what I find working best lately, or in general, is giving them like a light water, like a light enough water where you don't have to like pour the pots out. Like, if it does leak, then, or to the point where it doesn't really leak out the pots, like, tends to be doing alright. Like, you're better off with smaller waters over time rather than larger waters. They tend to not like the larger waters inside, I find. They like the smaller waters. I only gave them one large water not that long ago and they hated it. So I'm just gonna, and then before that they were going away because I've given them smaller waters because I didn't water them for like a full on week in a big water. Item to item. So this is the item to item, is it? Yes. Why it's a cutting board? Cutting board. I am gonna add, if I can act, if the game wants to work for me, go mud. So if I go pick up the beautiful mud cake over here, I'm gonna add like the bread and cakes in. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna toss out the launcher and then reload it, see if that helps it. Meanwhile, we can make yourselves hungry. I make you guys hungry out here, and look at this. Look at the beautiful boys. Look at all the treats. Oh yeah, sandwiches. Sandwiches will be added in later, I think. Right now, I just want to add in some baked goods and then eventually get started, like, trying to do, like, mini release on it, like, the first update, first demo. I also got pancakes here, if you want to know what these are. Pancakes and waffles. Oh yeah, we've got the mini pies. We've got to do some bit of mini pies, don't we? I might add the tarts in later. I'll add in the pies and sausage rolls because I feel like that is like the most strange thing I can do. I'll add these in, like these pastries right here. It's not gonna be too complicated. Go down to here. Oh, you guys are gonna see all this. Shit. Oh. Oh. Well, that must have just came in for the morning. What? We're just gonna hide this. Did that just like came in? That must have just come in for the morning. Well, no, it's meant to come in for a little while back. Why did it only came in like through the morning for me? That's the first time it's like, you sure you want to do this? Yeah, I might as well. Go off to here, back up to. Yeah, so I think my other drive is gone. Well, at least I'd be able to sit there and get information of it if it ever comes down to it, but I don't like none of my typhoid. I'll do Z. I'll do little Z. I'll do backup. So the idea of that is this, so it's at the bottom. There we go. I guess I could put it into the E beta drive. Because now, after like my computer had its meltdown and died, like through February this year. Oh man, that's almost a new year. I am not going to just keep everything on the computer. Like, that's what happened with that. And it was all not Blue Drive, and Blue Drive decided it didn't want to be a normal Blue Drive anymore. I don't think this one's been updated in a long time either. So I guess I'll help it. And so after they're doing their thing, oh yeah, I gotta fix up what's outside too. I think what's outside I managed to back up into that folder I was looking into. I've got that onto coming soon page for the demo, or coming soon in general as well. So get excited for that, guys. Like, if you haven't checked that out, go check that out on Steam. I've got a teaser I gotta release later on too. Probably should do that soon. Uh, yeah, I think I got most of what's outside for here. Uh, I really want to have my chocolate, but I had to put it in the fridge yesterday because it got so bloody hot. Oh yeah, I gotta make a backup of that too, don't I? Yeah, I don't want it to be wet after saving it from the blue drive. I was going to show you guys that. I was thinking about giving you a little sneak peek of what's going on with that, but it looks like I'm not. It looks like all you guys are going to be seeing are these bad boys. I'm going to all make you hungry if I haven't already. I have got different biscuit and cookie violets. I gotta add that in. I guess it's a longer way to fix everything than I thought there was, wasn't there? And then I've come to the realization that I've pretty much added the code in for cookie varieties. I just gotta add in the cookies themselves. As if for the macadamians, I know there's somewhere around here. Ah, but I don't remember what the colors are. Sucks. It kind of defeats the purpose of the colorations if I can't remember the colors, you know? Oh, and this one's gonna need heavy assembling too. Basically, it is a. Basically, what I'm going to do these ones is a ganache. So you're gonna have this on the assembling table, and then you pour ganache in there, chocolate ganache. In all these cakes, you're gonna have chocolate ganache on too. This is some vanilla cakes over here. I have to stick with the chocolate at the moment, especially chocolate, like this chocolate ganache at the moment for icing. And then put in like vanilla icing or something like that later on too. Actually, I don't know. Vanilla icing will make sense as well. I'm just playing around with the bits of sheets I got. I also ended up getting a new little dragon friend, guys. I don't know if I've told you about my new dragon friend. I got him on like Saturday, so right after streaming, I got a new little dragon friend. He's one of the 3D printed little dragon friends. He is. It's like really cool. Like it's really nice to just like because he's one of those that you don't have to have a fixed position, or he doesn't have a fixed position. He's all joined together like chain. Like I find that really cool and interesting. Like you can do so much more with him. Yeah, definitely tell that I'll probably have other issues. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm gonna show you guys a picture where um my little dragon dude and Patches joined forces on my keyboard. That was nice. I thinking looking at those dragons, I'm like, I'm not leaving here without a dragon, okay? They're only like $15. And then then he's like, there's bigger dragons over here, and I was like, no, I don't want bigger dragons. I just want a dragon that's maybe even smaller, but yeah, I like that size. It wasn't too bad. It doesn't have like proper wings, but hey, it looks cool. That's all what matters. Oh yeah, I could do all the cam. Have I done all the cam slash files? Yes, but that was manual rather than automatic. Well, I just like sound like I'm talking about cards then. But you guys kind of get what I mean. Like it's done through like specific naming and all that. Like I want to change that up. I really need to like get the assembly table working. I also got all of these chocolate ones here too. I'll put these chocolate ones in later. I will. But at the moment, I'm probably gonna focus on getting the mud cake working. Maybe get the cookies back working. and then probably eventually put these in there, and maybe the croissants. I don't know. I have a feeling with the croissants. I guess I did add the recipe in, didn't I? Oh yeah, then we gotta add in the wheat surgery. Like, there's so much more work to do here, isn't there? Damn. Oh yeah, those are the jam violies. Eventually these cakes will have like ability to add in jam in them too. I need to make some for the mud cake that way. Or I might keep the mud cake without jam and then just keep the jam for the sponge and the box cake it's going to be called now. Because that's what that's designed for, is for these two right here. These little boys. That's what that, those jam violets are made for. I don't really have cream. I guess I've added the cream in. I might as well add it for the... I haven't added like cream in for the scones yet. Might as well add that in. And cream for the cakes as well. So I might leave the mud cakes alone without cream. I might keep them just like the violets of this. It's still then, like, you can easily put cream and jam and mud cake. Like, even this game is still limiting on the possibilities of cooking. Like, wow. There's like so much more you can cook, and how you cook it is kind of surprising, you know. And that's probably why I want to do, like, try to do a small certificate, cert 2 in baking, just to learn more about baking, you know. There's like so like little knowledge, especially around cooking, that I know of, because of like, I don't know, just the way that I feel like a lot of people come from that more from other cultures tend to have more ideas or more cultural cooking that they use or know about. But I don't know, I feel like this is very like somewhere that makes... Yeah, I'm talking about this from a point of view of a Australian who grew up in the bush areas. Like, I feel like that cooking culture, there is some cooking culture there, but like, I feel like there's a lot more cooking culture there's someone who is from a family that's either not been in the country for as long as mine has, or someone who's either come from that country, or at least the recipes being passed down through that family. Like, I feel like when other like cultures have more recipes that they know about and cook about. So I feel like I don't know if I'm phrasing this correctly, but I feel like when it comes to like Australian long like culture when it comes to cooking, you got a lot of baked goods probably, yeah, as well. Like, I feel like sausage rolls, like, I guess sausage rolls aren't even they like Australian original. Like, you got them from England. Like, a lot of our cooking comes from other cultures. And then, like, I feel like the average person, at least in my experience growing up, I was never like taught much like cooking varieties. I was like taught this one pasta, like, and the thing I was taught the most was how to cook a pasta. And I guess that in its own way is a bit of a culture differentiation on that too, is that most commonly that I know how to cook pastas. I guess that's pretty interesting thing about a lot of the food that I know is very Italian or British in its own way. A lot of like culture foods that I know how to cook, and then it feels like that is probably the closest you can call Australian cultured food as well. Like, it's a pretty interesting thing about that. Like, a lot of Australian foods are probably even more like English and European foods are within that when you consider Australian cultured food or Australian culture food. But I guess the sausage sizzle, at least that's something unique. But I mean, it's not the most like cleverest thing in the world, but it's also pretty nice, you know. If you never had what they call sausage sizzle, it's pretty cool. Like, it's a really good snack for like I guess now they're like $3 something now. Like, they used to be $2.50, and that was like the cheapest snack you can get walking around. Like, it's pretty much just bread and a sausage. Like, there was very hard to get anything less quality than that as well. Like, there was like a bottom quality you can get, but that bottom quality of food is not that bad. Like, especially for when you pay like $3 or $2.50, like for something that you can use for lunch, which is basically good enough for lunch. It's pretty good. Like, yeah, I guess the Leamington is good. Leamington, I feel like you can't, and it does make sense that it's made. I guess it is Australian, but in a way, but it's made more English influenced Australian type of food as well. There's a lot of that kind of food as well. Like, there's one that shepherd's pie is probably about. I don't know. I feel like that is probably, if that was a family recipe, I think that might have been a family recipe. Although sadly, I was never taught it. It actually makes it pretty sad, doesn't it? If that was a family recipe. But I think for the most part, even like my parent and my grandparent, like, I'm pretty sure they've never really been taught like family recipes. They might have been. But as far as I know, I don't think so. Like, even one that I thought might have possibly been was this my mother and her grandma and her mum just watching TV and being like, well, I want to cook that recipe. I mean, it's a pretty good recipe. That's the barbecue pasta, which is really nice. If you want something unique off from like tomato, I guess it's still tomato based, but it's something different off like tomatoes. It's very interesting. I will assume if you're watching a video about baking in cafe, you'll be somewhat interested in cooking. I don't know if that's just me or my experience, or I'm just being blind. That's how it feels like sometimes. It feels like isn't like many like family recipes when it comes to like Australian family recipes. I feel like I can understand family recipes from like people who either pass down their recipes from like the European ancestors or are more like recent, because I've been in the country for quite a while. And then I've also got the point of where yeah, and then mine's also got the issues of being in the country for a long time. This can go dark, this conversation can, and I don't wish to go that dark. ah, I'm gonna keep this positive and keep it about cooking. Because we don't need to go into the dark history of Australia today, buddies. Not that great. I might actually keep the shortbread. This be like a plain biscuit. I don't know. Maybe I'll put choc chips in it later. You know, I was wandering around the shop and I was thinking, oh, do I get the biscuits with the chocolate on the bottom and the macadamias in them? They didn't have any. So that made my mind up. Pretty quickly. Ended up running around. Ended up actually spending more on chicken than what I was gonna spend more. I actually ended up finally having a pizza. Like, haven't had pizza in a while. I had it on the English muffins. Because I have to use an air fryer to cook with. That there's an oven, like, it's pretty good. Alright, I think I'll let you guys go now. So, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day, and look at all these beautiful foods. Oh yeah, we gotta have our little nubbed based on our nubbed over here. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. See you next time. Oh yeah, there'd be more blade types too. Be added in. Goodbye.